All right, we're going to walk you around real quick your Cinelifter, which is a Thicc. We're going to show you the two different types of camera plates. You have either an alpha gel plate that will require some sort of 3D print, or you have the standard hard mount on TPU that's variably adjusted with some different options there. We're going to be looking at this one since it gives a little bit more of an open view. So on your Thicc, a few things to note. Your USB port is going to be on the side, depending on which type of flight controller you have. It's going to be either on the left or on the right. On this one, it's going to happen to be on the right. Your GPS is here in the back. Your XT90 is going to be located here. If you had requested a different type of plug, likely you will actually have an adapter, unless we spoke to you and did some sort of custom wiring. We do believe that XT90 is the best way to go, and we would suggest running those batteries. Your USB port for your air unit is going to be on the side of it, very accessible, and the bind port on the other side with the SD slot. Whenever you get your battery, you're going to strap that thing into the bottom here. You're going to make sure that no excess cable really is hanging too far left or right. Try to make sure that all the cable is managed somehow between these battery straps. Whenever you go to mount your camera with your 3D prints are either going to be the DSLR print that just goes under your camera and is stackable, or it's going to be the Komodo, the BG1, or Zcam print that go on and either are zip tied, which is the easiest method. You can check out Gab's video. Gab's video shows some of these methods as to why he does it. But zip ties in the front, the rear, and then the two sides. And then you can also, on some of them, zip tie the front. But on the camera, the DSLR camera body one, you're going to either put the flat one, you're going to stack one or stack two, and you're going to put the camera on top and you're going to strap that camera in. So that's how you're going to mount everything. Last thing before we go, I want to show you your prop orientation. So you have two types of props. You have your top props, which, well, each one is going to be clockwise and counterclockwise, but your top props are going to be standard rotation, like a typical standard rotation on a Betaflight drone. What that means is I'm going to put this prop on the front left, and you can see that the trailing edge, which is the lower edge, is actually going towards the front. If I have the one on the front right, it's going to actually be the exact same way. Again, you can see this flat, sharp trailing edge is facing forward, and that's going to be the same on the rear, but it's going to be coming outward. So the same prop that is here is going to be on this corner. Same prop here is going to be on the opposite corner. Now, when we get to the bottom props, if the upper prop has the trailing edge outward, then the lower prop is going to go on just like the top part up, and it's going to be the reverse trailing edge. So they're going to come together like a pair of scissors. You can see that right there. If this were sharp metal scissors, they would chop. So the trailing edge goes rearward on the bottom motors with, again, the prop facing upward like in a traditional direction. It's not flipped upside down. They both sit on top of each other and they're counter rotating. That's going to be the way that you're going to install your props all the way around. You can install the 7-inch props, or you can install the 8-inch props. The 8-inch props that we recommend that you use are going to be the 8x4x3s, which are a slightly less aggressive prop. Actually, a very less aggressive prop than the other 8x4.5x3 HQ. We usually provide a set of the 8-inch and the 7-inch. Typically, most people will fly 7-inch. 7-inch is going to be your main prop for any payload within 1,000 grams all the way up to 1,400 or so. If you get above 1,400 grams, you may want to switch to the 8x4x3. The 8x4x3 is going to be a little more efficient. However, it is not going to give you a lot of top-end speed. So if you're looking for the agility and the more speed, you're definitely going to want to probably run the 7-inch blades. And that just has to do with how fast they can spin because of the surface area and the mass. At any rate, that's your Cinnalifter. Hopefully this kind of gets you acquainted with it, gets you comfortable. When you first get it, you're going to make sure you plug into Betaflight. You're going to want to check all of your mode switches, check all the functionalities that you're used to having verify your radio is all set up, bind your goggles to the air unit, and then make sure that you always go take this thing out with an unloaded, a no camera, just a dummy weight, and go fly it with the dummy weight. And you can also fly it without the weights, and get to know the aircraft before you ever put that camera on there, please. And if there's ever any questions, hesitations, or anything, just reach out to us. We're always here to help. We appreciate your support. We look forward to what you're going to create. And fly safe, fly smart, just fly. Peace.